am so excited today. I am doing the Divergent Tag. And it's so fun. Of course, Divergent is an awesome book, and everybody, well, pretty much everybody has read it or at least is familiar with it. So, first faction is Abnegation. And the question is, that goes with that, what book have you recently recommended? I recently recommended Silent Sister by Diane Chamberlain to my husband and co-workers, and also I did a video on it because it was one of my March favorites. It's full of surprises about a fugitive wanted for murder who is only 17, and that is the Silent Sister. Question 2 is choose a gray book. I chose In the After by Demetria Lunetta. It's about a teenage girl named Amy and a toddler who she finds that survives when people all over the world are pretty much wiped out by very fast green creatures who are attracted to noise and light and feed on people. It's a page turner I did not want to put down. The second one is Dauntless. The question for Dauntless is, name a book that has a brave main character. Well, I chose The Honest Truth by Dan Gemeinhardt because it's about a young boy that's dying from cancer, runs away to keep a promise that he made to his grandfather when the grandfather was on his deathbed. And this kid is so brave. It's very good YA fiction, and my husband and I both loved it. In fact, it was our favorite book for February. Second is choose a black book. Well, I chose Belzar by Meg Wolitzer. Again, my husband and I both love this book. It's teen fiction about love, loss, trauma, friendship, and a bit of fantasy. It's so cool. It takes place in Vermont at a boarding school for troubled teens. It's really, really cool. You gotta check it out. The third faction is Erudite. So, we were supposed to choose a book that you learned a lot from. I had to pick The Blood of Lambs, a former terrorist memoir of death and redemption by Kamel Salim. It was the most interesting memoir I ever read. I was fascinated by what the Muslims believe and have a better understanding of how Muslim terrorists think. I'm not in politics at all, and so I thought this book might be boring and read like a textbook when my friend recommended it to me, but boy was I wrong. It was so interesting. His life was always in danger. The second question for Erudite is to choose a blue book. I chose My Funny Dad Harry by me. Yes, I wrote this myself. It's a short, fun book I wrote in memory of my dad shortly after he died in 2007. I miss him so much, and I had so many memories flying through my head, and I had to handle my grief somehow. And this was a really good outlet for me to write these things down as they came to me. So he was a wonderful father, very kind-hearted. We did some funny things. And it just shows how our relationship changed as he got older and our roles reversed and I became the caretaker, and a lot of stuff in here. Very emotional read. I also share at the end how God helped me through the difficult time after his death because there was so much to do. I was so overwhelmed. But I hope you read it and enjoy it. And if you do, certainly please let me know. Hey, I'm here with my dog Abby for Amity and my red and yellow hat. So the question for Amity is, name a book that made you feel good. I chose A Letter to My Dog by Robin Layton. I enjoyed this book so much, found myself smiling all the way through. I love the pictures because every page, it says there's a collection of different short stories about different people's dogs, and every page is like full color pictures. So I like that. It shows the value of rescue dogs, like Abby is, rescue dog. And it's a quick read that I recommend to anyone who is considering getting a dog, as well as all dog owners. I think you'd all enjoy it. The color for Amity is red and yellow, so you should pick a book with a red and yellow cover. I chose Above by Isley Morley. It's about Blythe, a 16-year-old girl who was kidnapped by a man she trusts, held prisoner in a silo underground for 15 years. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, they do. Oh, what a book. It's wild. If you like novels about survival in tough situations with surprises along the way, I highly recommend this one. Next faction is Candor. And the question is, choose a book you really hated that others loved, but you don't know why. I had to pick The Book Thief. I know it's a very popular book, well read, I know, but I got halfway through it and gave up because I just didn't like the writing style at all. I couldn't get into it. It was moved so slow. Ugh, for my taste anyway, so The Book Thief. Sorry. Please don't hate me. The second question for Candor is to find a black and white book for Candor. So I chose Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. It's a YA book, and it's about a teen romance between a girl named Echo and a boy named Noah, who both have scars from personal issues and are helped by the same clinical social worker. It was also refreshing to finally read a book about foster care that showed a true picture with a variety of different types of foster homes, including a very good one. I was surprised at how good this book is. Better than I expected, and I love the ending. Okay, for the instructions on this, it says to choose a book that combines several different genres. Okay, I chose Long Way Home by Lorraine Snelling. It's Christian historical fiction during the Civil War era with adventure and romance. I enjoyed this entire series. Long Way Home is the last book in the series. It's light reading with happy ending. I liked that not all the slaves were mistreated. For the color, we're supposed to choose a colorful cover. So I chose The Power of a Positive Woman by Carol Ladd. This is the best inspirational nonfiction book I ever read, and I plan to read it again. I absolutely love this book, and I can't say enough good about it. It's packed with scripture, it's uplifting, it's encouraging and challenging. Topics include faith, wisdom, prayer, joy, love, courage, hope. The main theme is making a difference. She uses real-life examples to illustrate her points that are very interesting. And if you're looking for a practical book that will encourage spiritual growth, this is it. So the last question in this tag is, which faction would you choose? For me, I'm not Dauntless. I'm a big chicken. No way would I be fighting and doing all that stuff. Not Amity. I'm not a bubbly, happy person. Not Abnegation, because I'm not that selfless. Maybe Erudite. I do like learning new things, but I'd have to go with Candor. Probably would be my choice, since I'm an honest person. I hate being lied to. Sometimes I'm too blunt, and I think black and white looks sharp. It's a very classic look, and so I really like that. So I would choose Candor. So leave in your comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do.